Hello, my beautiful people. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Stu Queen Bee's Thoughts. I'm Stu Queen Bee. This is my channel. We are considered the real gladiators, y'all, because we never give up and we never give in. Some of us millimeters, okay, and we stand on business. I hope that anybody that comes through takes their time to come through will join in the conversation or ask some questions if you would like. What I'm talking about today, I'm getting ready to let y'all know some of the things that the government has been up to, and y'all should know about it, okay? I told y'all every once in a while, well, not every once in a while, but every time it comes across my mind to say, you know what, let me upload a video or go live and let's talk about the chaos and disruption that they have caused in this country and what is going on and what we need to be paying attention to. Because a lot of people are not really paying attention because they don't think a lot of things have anything to do with them, which is crazy. Um, but I want y'all to see some stuff that they're doing. So I'm going to share a couple of videos with y'all. Okay. I'm going to show a couple of videos with y'all. And I'm also, anybody to come through, feel free to join in the conversation. Okay. I would appreciate that. Hold on. Let me get this together. And let me put this banner up here first before I get started. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I try to be awake, but that don't work sometimes. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. You ain't got to stay in the bushes. Come down and say hello. Let us sister know you here. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I would truly appreciate that. Also hit that wait a minute. Where'd it go? I just had something and I lost it. Hold on, y'all. Cause I don't be paying attention all the time. So, um, with my mods not here, which is okay. Who this? Hey Justin Monroe, how you doing, love? Welcome to the chat. Let me give you the walkthrough song while I'm doing this. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me post that up there because I didn't let nobody know I was going live. I just jumped up here real quick because I wanted to talk to y'all. Okay. This will be my Saturday live for the day. But I will be doing some uploads of some stuff because I want to get caught up with the daily devotions and all. Make sure all my daily devotions are caught up. Okay. Let me give you the walkthrough song real quick while I do this. When I walk through, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up shot. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the beans once again, yeah, I brought two. When we walk through, okay? Thank you for stopping by. I truly appreciate that. Okay. Now let me read this copyright claim because I'm going to be showing a couple of clips from some different content creators like Roland Martin, MSNBC, and I got a couple of other things, but and Jasmine Crockett and all that. So I wanted to share that with y'all. But I want to talk about what the heck is going on because it's a lot going on. So let me read this copyright claimer so I don't have no issues. Hopefully I won't. And I'm also letting y'all know that this live will not be monetized because I know they're gonna mess with it. But this information has to be out there and we need to know. So I'm sharing it with y'all. So under the copyright claims of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 allows me for fair use to use these clips for fair use for commenting, criticism, and news reporting. We are doing news reporting and criticism, okay? So hopefully they'll leave me alone, but they might not. Y'all know YouTube does. But it is my feeling that I have to share this with you. So on screen, don't act goofy on me now. Oh no, you want to start StreamYarding? We don't need you to start StreamYard and StreamYard. We really don't. I don't need you to start StreamYard. That's right there. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get it back up here. Because like I said, StreamYard is trying to StreamYard, and I'm not trying to let it StreamYard me. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. So like I said, I'm be showing y'all these clips from different areas. The first one I'm gonna show you, because like I said, I'm just showing y'all information so y'all should pay attention. This is from Local news 50, I think it is. 50, 55, whatever that number is. Local 5, sorry about that. This is where I get this from. Because I want y'all to pay attention to what's really, really going on. Okay. Hold on. Come on, sucker. Stop playing in my face. I would appreciate it if you would.
White House says more than 1 million federal workers have responded to Elon Musk's email ultimatum this week or lose their job. Several
The
departments
sucker
have
budge. Oh, now it wants to rebirth itself. Now it wants to. Really? You're being rude right now.
not to respond, like the FBI. Department of Justice and the Pentagon recently fired federal workers today in Washington staged a sit-in at Senate offices. Tomorrow marks an important day for the administration, President Trump's first cabinet meeting.
Again, they're laying off federal workers. Okay. That's what the problem is. He's laying the little musketeer is laying off federal workers left and right. And I don't know if y'all work from for the federal this, okay? Because federal workers are losing their jobs left and right, and it ain't no fun. Tab. So this was the other thing that I saw. That I said, oh my gosh, this is absolutely crazy. I think this is going to be from Roland Martin, I think. Come on now. Stop freezing on me. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so let me show y'all what the hell they got going on here. Let me put this other cover back up. Oh my gosh, this is tripping me out because it is wilding out. No, not yet. What are you doing? This thing trying to log me out and everything. No, you're not trying to do that. All I'm trying to do is put my damn overlay back on. They so disrespectful. Anywho, back to what I was saying. Let me show y'all this clip. And again, hit that reaction button. I would truly appreciate that. That's the heart with the 100 and the party favor and all that stuff. I want y'all to look at that. I mean, hit that button. I would appreciate it. Okay. Let me give y'all some more. Like I said, it needs to be shared. Most people may not come through, but that's okay. They can catch it later. Okay. Let me put myself down in this little corner, first and foremost, while the screen is being shared. Okay. All right. Let me play. This is from MSNBC. This is from what is her damn name? I can't remember her name. Ooh, I can't think of her dad. Rachel Maddow. Sorry, y'all. I'm tripping.
Today, we can add to the list of principled resignations 21 people from Doge. People who had been held over from the U.S. Digital Service because they were expected to work with Elon Musk's team at Doge. 21 of them.
Hey, Auntie Greta. Yeah, I just saw that Angie Stone passed away. Sending my love and prayers to her family. I just seen it over on Camarel's channel. Shout out to Camarel for putting it out there. That's blowing my mind. Then she had a function she was supposed to have yesterday on the 28th. She was supposed to be going to Alabama on the 28th. And I heard she was in a car accident. I said I was going to look into it because I didn't want to talk about it until I knew the 100%. I didn't finish listening to Camarel. I didn't catch her first. But it's sad because she had scheduled tour dates for 2026. So I'm like, that's just crazy. I just said in Camarel's chat, I was like, you know what? It's crazy. It seemed like every time somebody, an artist, tries to do this big comeback, they always lose their life like a day or two after. Like even with Michael Jackson, he made this big old tour, everybody was ready for it, and what happened? Like this, that's the same thing. I was like, that's crazy. But what I was showing, and I gotta find out where the hell it went, or did it hide back up beneath the banner? Because it might have helped hit back underneath the banner. Let me see something. Yep, it hit back underneath the banner. So we don't need to watch it as long as we can hear it. I need y'all to listen to what the hell is going on. Okay. So the fact that this covered it up made it even easier. So let me finish playing this. And the title of her thing was "No Idea What He Is Doing," and they don't.
Resigned today, saying, "quote We will not use our skills as technologists to compromise core government systems, to jeopardize American sensitive data, or to dismantle critical public services. We will not lend our expertise to carry out or legitimize Doge's actions." Again, 21 members of the Doge service resigning today. The thing that is emerging, we're now 5 weeks and a day into this thing. The thing that is emerging as the real weak card in their hand, and I don't know.
That's wonderful, Auntie Greta. I know that was fun. Yeah, America is the laughing stock of the world, and it's sad. I ain't never been on a boat. I'm scared of the water because I can't swim. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, series of bumbling and mistakes that Elon Musk has made. Musk is over his head. Exactly. Let me finish playing.
I don't know if we should have known to expect this or not, but it's just becoming more and more increasingly obvious with each passing day. Their weakness is that they kind of suck at what they're trying to do. I'm sorry to use that phrase, but they really do appear to be terrible at their intentional actions, right? And, you know, you don't want like a surgical robot to be terrible at what it does. You don't want your letter carrier or your research scientist or your park ranger to be terrible at what they do. We need those folks to be good at what they do, and by and large, they are. The person you actually want to be terrible at his job is the guy who thinks it's his job to destroy your country's government.
Exactly.
And Elon Musk is turning out to be very much up to that task. I mean, amid all the pushback of all these various kinds, the best assistance the pushback is getting from the Trump and Elon Musk side is that Elon Musk really does appear to have no idea what he is doing, and it is showing more and more every day. And so it is really hurting what he is trying to do.
Child, they trying to destroy this country, and they working on it, and they doing just that at it.
Just take, for example, a short version of this saga from the last few days of Elon Musk initiating this email to all federal workers, including, hopefully, some people who no longer have access to their email because he ordered that they be put on leave and locked out of government computer systems. Oops, but that's how he's trying to contact them now, by sending them emails to email addresses he won't allow them to check. Awesome. But this email, as you know, told everybody that they needed to give Elon Musk a list of the things they had done in the past week, or else. If they didn't send him this list, that would be taken as a resignation. And immediately we saw multiple government agencies tell their workers, do not do this. Do not respond to this. The Defense Department, the FBI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the State Department, the Homeland Security Department, the Education Department, the Commerce Department, the FDIC, the IRS, the Energy Department, FEMA, the CDC, the NIH, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, our beloved NOAA. They all told the people who work at those agencies, do not respond to this. And in that list, I just mentioned a few different components of the Department of Health and Human Services. Just looking at that one agency for a second to get a sense of how this played in an agency that is now run by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, look at how this played there. Elon Musk sends this like middle of the night insane email.
He writes, on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, sent an email to the federal employees titled, "What did you do last week?" What did you do last week? What the hell I got to do with anything? His little ass get on my nerves, Auntie Linda. Auntie Greta. I ain't gonna lie. That chaos can't last for 4 years. He gonna listen. It ain't gonna last for 4 years because hell, if they keep letting these two derelicts run loose, we ain't gonna have no America. We're not gonna have no country. We're not gonna have no get back. We're not gonna have no comeback because they are dismantling everything from the inside out. It's like to me a fungus or a infection, and this infection needs to be dealt with. Something terrible. It needs to be dealt with for real, because these fools are destroying America, and it's sad to me because I'm an American citizen. I was born here and raised here. My ancestors didn't ask to come here. Y'all brought them here. They ain't asked to be here, but the people that came here for asylum and all that is getting turned around. People that are losing their lives because of these stupid ass rules and regulations that they keep posting up here is absolutely insane to me. And that's the reason why I said I feel like I need to share it, because a lot of people are not really paying attention. And I'm not a news person, but I make sure I am paying attention to certain things. That's why I love Roland Martin, because Roland Martin gives us another view of looking at things and not just listening to the regular news outlets, which the demon in chief, is stopping the press corps people from getting into the White House to cover shit that they're doing. And it's sad because that's what the press corps is for. And the fact that he's alienating these people out of the White House is crazy to me. This demon has caused chaos and disruption, and that's all he's doing. Him and his little musketeer don't care. None of them know what they're doing. He putting all these people in office that don't even know, they could barely spell their last name. Okay. And it's sickening. Well, let me finish playing Rachel Maddow, and then I'm going to go to something else, because I'm not going to hold people long. But I do want y'all to listen to this stuff because it's very important. And John F. Kennedy.
To everybody who works at HHS, everybody who works in the rest of the government. At HHS, they initially told their employees Sunday morning that they needed to respond to this email and do what Elon Musk said. Then an hour later, an email went out from the Trump-appointed acting director of the NIH, which is part of Health and Human Services. And that person told all NIH employees, oh, no, do not respond to this. Then a few hours.
Hey, Peaches, what's up, sis? How you doing? What's going on? How's your Saturday doing? How's your knee feeling? How's your knee feeling? Let me give you the walkthrough song. Well, I've got to give you all Rose song because I don't even have to pay that much. So I'm gonna play that right now. You Rose? 'Cause you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Oh, baby. Hey, sissy, what's you doing? How you doing today? We going over this government, child. I'm talking about these crazy Looney Tunes that's running the White House and all that mess. That's what I'm talking about, them weirdos. And just letting people be aware of what's going on. Since I know a lot of us don't be wanting to watch the news because it's team too much. My thing is not today. Oh, okay, you have it wrapped. That's good. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the crazy shenanigans that Elon Musketeer and the demon in chief just showing a little information about what his dumbass is doing. Okay, let me proceed playing this.
Hours after that, HHS, as an overall agency, told all employees, actually pause.
Me too.
Maybe hold just a second. We're not sure. The ultimate advice given to people who work at HHS was that they could respond to Elon Musk's threatening email if they wanted to, but they didn't have to. And if they did, quote, do not identify by name or title any other HHS employees with whom you have been working. Do not identify by case name or otherwise matters you are working on. Do not identify any specific grants or contracts or any specific grantees or contractors. If you are engaged in any scientific experiments, research, or reviews, do not provide information that could allow anyone to identify the precise nature of your work. The advice ended with this, quote,
Yes, sis, I was watching Camarillo and I seen that. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because she did say that she had something in Huntsville. I mean, not in Huntsville, in Alabama on the 28th, which was yesterday. So my thing is, damn, did she have the car accident after she left her engagement on Saturday? I mean, yesterday, or did she not make it there? I'm wondering. That's crazy. What's also crazy to me, y'all, I'm not tripping. I promise y'all I'm not tripping. It's sad. It's crazy because I'm like, she had a whole bunch of stuff she had already planned. But for some weird ass reason, I don't know if y'all see it, but I see it. Why is it all of a sudden everybody talking about Alabama so much? Do y'all see that? I told y'all that they plotted on the people from Alabama, in Huntsville, Alabama to be exact, and was going to people's bank accounts and taking back government grant money that was sent to them to help them pay their PSE&G bills. The Musketeer went in people's accounts and took that money back. And I was like, okay, this some bullshit. Now it's Angie done passed away in Alabama. That's crazy to me. And also I started thinking, I'm not gonna lie, I started thinking in my head when I first heard it was a car accident, and now that you said Alabama, first thing that went to my head was Maurice. I ain't gonna lie. That's the first thing went to my head was Maurice. First thing I thought of, it was Maurice. I ain't gonna lie. Tell you no lie. But give me one more second because I got something else I want to show y'all. Because y'all know we haven't had a measles outbreak in decades, okay? In decades. We ain't had no measles going on in decades. But ever since the damn JFK bastard got in there, now there's measles running around. It's an epidemic. Don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody have time for that. You are putting our children. Yeah. I know we always have lookers in the building, in the bushes, sis. That's why I be telling people, come on down and say hello. Ain't nobody gonna bite you. We just having a real conversation. That's all we doing. But I want to show y'all, I gotta show y'all this from over here first. Because this is absolutely insane to me. I'm sorry, it just is. At the shenanigans these fools are pulling off. And this batshit ass crazy lady right here. Sorry, Auntie Greta. But this batshit ass crazy broad here. Hey, beautiful. That damn, what this hooker name? What is this hooker name? Margie Taylor Greene. I can't stand that bitch. I can't. Well, let me get, what's up, sis? How you doing? I can't believe Kenny is a yeah, Kenny don't give a damn about nobody. Let me give you the walkthrough song, sis. How you doing today? I hope all is well. Because y'all should hear This Is America in the background. When I walk through, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up, shine. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the bins once again, yeah, I brought two. When we walk through, what's up, beautiful? Hey, King Bliss, what's up, brother? How you been? Let me give him his song too. Where'd the song go? Oh, there it go. When I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up, shine. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought
Twins in the bins once again, yeah, I brought two.
When we walk through, okay? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Let me know how y'all feeling today. I hope y'all doing well. But I'm going over some stuff that we need to know about the chaos that the government is causing us, okay? As the people. Because I promise you, they give a flying shit about us. Okay? So I'm just showing the proof. Okay? Check this ignorant shit out.
I certainly hope we do open as many prisons as possible to round up as many illegal aliens that have invaded our country and those that are breaking our laws, killing our citizens, women and children, and causing complete havoc across our great land. I support the Laken Riley Act, and I support the Laken Riley Act because Laken Riley should be alive today, and she would be alive today if it hadn't been for the Democrats and the Biden administration that ripped our border open and allowed this illegal alien monster to come into our country.
Well, that's one way to start off a speech on the House floor. If you ever hear an elected official celebrating the creation of even more prisons, despite our country already holding the highest number of incarcerated people in the world, just know that it has more to do with what the suspected prisoners look like instead of the severity of the crime.
Y'all hear that? First of all, they crazy as hell. What the hell? Nobody asked for that help button. Listen, that Marjorie Taylor Greene lady is batshit crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all that off the rip. Never listen to nothing she says, cause she just a cuckoo for Cocoa Puff person that believes in every damn falsehood you could think of. She down with it. I cannot stand her ass because she don't give and make nothing worth nothing. She is an idiot and a buffoon. She's an idiot and a buffoon, and that's just what it is. Let me show y'all about Miss Jasmine Crockett, okay? She loves to eat they asses up, and I love when she eat they asses up. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy it when she dig in they behinds, okay? Let me show y'all this. I love my girl Jasmine Crockett.
Bringing a new baby home is an exciting.
No commercials, thank you.
Overwhelming with a.
Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. President Donald Trump has now been called out on national television as a racist and a white supremacist. House lawmaker Jasmine Crockett, Democrat of Texas, delivered her matter-of-fact broadside against Trump on CNN.
This is very simple. We right now have a white supremacist that is sitting in the White House. He is backed up by other white supremacists. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists. Yet for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down right here from within.
Crockett was reacting to this. MAGA intellectual Darren Beattie will fill key State Department role. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will appoint Darren Beattie, a speechwriter in President Donald Trump's first term, acting Undersecretary of State for Public.
Okay. Now, we know that Donald Trump, I got to pull that back. But that demon in chief is making it so that regular folks, first of all, you make sure your ID is up to date. That's another reason why I ain't went outside, because mine ain't. But make sure your ID is up to date. If you have a passport, make sure you carry that with you. Please be careful out here, y'all, because while these people are running amok, we still have to live our lives, but they don't care. We still got to be fighting for a bunch of stuff that makes no damn sense at all. I'm trying to figure out what I did with that video, because there was a video and they was asking Jasmine Crockett about Trump, and she said fuck him. So it's hilarious to me. But let me go to Mr. Roland Martin so I can show y'all some stuff, because I'm telling you, these people are crazy. I don't understand, because it's like they just don't care.
Wow, Texas Congresswoman
Shout out to Mr. Roland.
Jasmine Crockett's been on the roll this week. She called out the GOP's hypocrisy during the first hearing before the House Judiciary Subcommittee on Oversight. The Republicans
Come on now.
continue to argue that January 6 defendants were political targets of the Biden administration's Department of Justice. Crockett was like, that's bullshit.
We'll now recognize the ranking member from the great state of Texas, Ms. Crockett.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I just want to level set on a few things, because my head has been spinning from some of the testimony that we have heard today. So just to level set really quickly, all of you have been involved with the criminal justice system in some way at some point in time in your lives. As it relates to January 6th, I just want to be clear. If anyone was incarcerated because of what happened on January 6th, they either went to trial or they entered pleas of guilty. Is that true or false? I'll start with you, Mr. Swecker.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
Lies.
That's fine.
Lies.
Mr. Fahey?
There would be
Yes or no, Mr. Fahey? I ain't got that much
It's not
time.
a yes or no.
Okay, then I'll move on. I'm going to reclaim my time. I'm going to reclaim my time.
That's a separate category, but the people that were sentenced and incarcerated, yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Breen?
Yeah, I'm assuming that was the process, although I understand the trials were not fair.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Trials were not
Mr.
fair.
Ballou.
Every January 6th.
Hold the hell up. The trials were not fair. Y'all bastards destroyed the Capitol. Y'all ran amok. People lost their lives. How the hell them people out that weren't found guilty? They all guilty. Guilty as sin. But people act like they don't see this stuff. Or them white folks, because I'm going to say white folks. White folks act like they don't see the shit. Okay. That is what's wrong with this Republican Party, because the Republicans are sitting there in silence. They let the little musketeer and the demon in charge do whatever the hell he want to do, and nobody's holding them accountable. The musketeer is running through people's personal information. Him and his little cronies that he bought from his little his little ex company. You got all these 21-year-olds and 19-year-olds, and you want to put them in positions in the White House and in Congress. Y'all tell me that shit makes sense. Congress, the White House, and all that's been alive longer than they have. And ain't no way in hell some 21, 19-year-old child is going to tell me nothing. So y'all, like I tell y'all all the time, be mindful of y'all checking and banking accounts. Check your credit cards and make sure y'all ain't been charged for some shit. Because I'm telling you, the little musketeer, he getting all the good contracts, federal contracts, and nobody else can get them. Only he's getting them. And it's crazy to me that they're just continue to sit there and let this shit slide. Even these melanin deficient ass white people, I wasn't even supposed to say white, but them people act like they don't know what the hell is going on and they don't see the funuckery that's going on. That blows my mind, because it ain't just gonna affect us either. It ain't just us. It's gonna get their asses, and they don't even know it. That's the messed up part about it. And the funny part, they don't even know they about to get it. They getting them too.
Defendant who was incarcerated was charged or found guilty.
Thank you so much. It's interesting that we're not having a conversation around January 6th, and we're talking about school boards, and we're talking about people that never ended up being arrested. We're talking about the process seemingly working, because there were people that felt like there should be an investigation, but ultimately they did not feel like there was anything that warranted going forward. But I can tell you for sure that we as Americans watched in despair because we did not know what was going to happen on January 6th. And as a result, over 1,000 people were arrested and or convicted. But the first day, the first priority that the sitting president had was to release these criminals. So while we're talking about whether or not we're going to be safe, I want to clarify, these weren't little innocent folk that were running around and were persecuted as it was made out to be. In fact, we know that the day after one of those defendants got out, he was rearrested on a firearm charge. We know that soon after another defendant got out, he was arrested for child solicitation. We know that after another one got out, he was actually killed by law enforcement in a confrontation. And we know that after another one got out, she was sentenced because of a fatal car crash that she caused.
Now, y'all see this? Now, the little orange demon that's in charge has released all of these people from jail that was there January 6th. He released all, was like 2,500 people. He released all of them. And a lot of them still ended up getting arrested for shit they still was doing. So if anybody believe they should not be held accountable, it's crazy as hell. But the orange demon in charge did state that those people were attacked. He said they didn't do anything to anybody. They didn't do anything to anybody. That the people attacked the January 6th people. And that's insane and full of crap to me. Okay. I had to pull that cuss word back because I didn't want Auntie Greta to get me. She might not even be in the chat no more right now. But let me show you where'd it go. Because I'm just blown away at the stuff that they keep doing. Where'd it go? Now, Senator Klobuchar had a conversation about these fools. And we're going to do that real quick. Like I said, I ain't going to keep y'all on.
Content creators can no longer keep up because
okay.
You met with Zelensky before he went to the White House today. What can you tell us about that discussion, and what did you think as you watched what happened next?
Well, I was horrified because in the morning we had a bipartisan meeting with President Zelensky, with Senator Graham, Senator Wicker, Senator Grassley. And by the way, through the week, we had meetings with President Macron with a small group of senators led by Senator Thune. And what I kept thinking is, to a T, the Republican senators that have met with these foreign leaders have been very...
I'm not sure if y'all know or not, because this is what she's talking about. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but the orange demon in charge and the little musketeer have pulled back their support for Ukraine. And now the orange demon in charge wants to be there for Russia. He wants to help Russia fight Ukraine now. So all the work they've been doing with Ukraine for the past few years and helping them fight this war, this jackass pulled his support, pulled the money and funding and the weapons away from Klobuchar, from Ukraine, and wants to send the shit to Russia. Now, y'all know daggone well, Russia don't need nothing else. Nothing else. But the fact that this man, and I hate to even call him a man, would make it his business to stop everything they had. It's shameful, beautiful, to stop everything they had helping people in Ukraine, save them people lives, have somebody that has their back, and all our allies you want to turn against them because you in the White House and you don't like them. He wanted to do that, and he did. Exactly, he did, and that's the problem. Because Russia ain't for us. It ain't even for him. Russia ain't doing but using his ass. We know that. He's just stupid and don't know that. But you make the United States look crazy as hell. Because you have a little man and his son, because I'm saying the little man and his little son trying to act like they run the damn country. And the orange demon in chief just sitting back letting whatever happen. I think that's absolutely insane. And the fact that they took their support for Ukraine away and decided he want to switch it and give it to Russia is insane. That is a setup to unalive just about half this country, if not this whole entire country, because he don't give a damn. And Russia will have no problems tapping our asses because of him. That's crazy to me. That is the reason why she is giving this interview Because again, that bastard took the aid that they were giving to President Zelensky in Ukraine. He turned around and turned that shit and is trying to give it to Putin, and it's pissing me off.
That they are supportive of Ukraine, at least the ones that go to the meetings, and that they believe that Vladimir Putin is the dictator and that he started this war. So we start with that. So I thought that President Zelensky, this couldn't have gone better this morning. He was actually looking forward to going over to the White House. He was in good spirits. So when I watch that video, there is one aggressor. There is one side showing disrespect. And that is when J.D. Vance berates a president of a foreign country that is our ally. Zelensky has stood up to a dictator. They have lost hundreds of thousands of people. He did it with 3 simple words the first day of the invasion when he went down to the street corner, when everyone had counted him out and said 3 words, "We are here." And that has never changed. The mass graves in Bucha, the burned out apartment buildings that I saw with my own eyes in Irpin, the Ukrainians have been incredibly brave. And so for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance to look at him and say, "You never thanked us," that is just an all-out lie, and everyone knows that. So for me, I believe so strongly that we have to stand with Ukraine that I have to figure out, and so do other senators, and I did talk to Republicans tonight, where do we go from here? And there is no choice but to continue on and to
That orange demon ain't scared of Russia. Orange demon is scared of Russia because he feels they are just as powerful as us. Listen, what's insane to me is you are literally giving over the United States government to Vladimir Putin on a silver platter. He ain't scared of that. He ain't scared of that demon ain't scared of nothing. He don't care. You heard him already say that they're going to try to take the place in Palestine and make it a oasis for him. Like, I'm so sick of him thinking just because he go buy some property somewhere, that means something. That don't mean shit. You are a criminal, and his ass should be in jail. He shouldn't even be sitting in the White House. That disturbs me and bothers me the most, because when it comes to people in everyday life, if they committed a crime, they can't even vote. So how the hell you got the nerve to be sitting your funky fat ass up in the White House and destroying this country? And it blows my mind that nobody is talking. Nobody has nothing to say. Nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody cares what's going on. And that's sad to me. That is very, very sad to me. Because the people of this country should not have to suffer behind an asshole that don't know how to carry his own self like a damn adult. But I don't think he ain't scared of Russia. That's his people's. He loved Vladimir Putin. I said that's his boo. That's his boo. He ain't scared of that thing. He the one that, don't forget, he said before he even got back in the White House, he said he could stop that war with one finger. With one finger. He could stop that war in Ukraine and Russia. The only thing he do was make Russia be more powerful. You don't think if he let Russia take over, we got problems? Because I could see him giving Vladimir Putin some shit and then they fall back and hurt us, because that man don't care. That demon don't care. Demon don't care who tell a lie, because that's all he do is lie. He don't care. He don't care what happens to this country. As long as his money in his pocket, that's all he care about it. Now, I was laughing because I seen Anthony Scaramucci. He said that man unwell, and I'm about to show y'all. Shout out to Times Radio. I think that's where I got
Managers, dry your tears. No more missed clock-ins, no shows.
Shut up, commercial. We don't want to hear no commercial.
Oh, I think that's the number one thing that we have to explain to people.
Anthony Scaramucci was briefly Donald Trump's White House communications director. He is the founder of Skybridge Capital and the co-host of a great podcast, The Rest is Politics USA, with Katty Kay. His book, The Little Book of Bitcoin, What You Need to Know That Wall Street Has Already Figured That is out now. Anthony Scaramucci, good afternoon from us. How are you?
It's great to be on. And I like the way you said briefly. You didn't say that I was unceremoniously fired because you're a polite person, but that was very nice of you. Thank you.
Well, like your podcast colleague, Catty, we're English ladies, Anthony, and we behave accordingly. Okay,
Yes.
now, Bitcoin,
I'm going to tell her you said that, by the way, when she's overly riffing me. I'm going to say that she's an English lady and that she needs to behave accordingly.
Yeah, okay. Well, you sock it to her. You've got our permission. So make the case for Bitcoin. I mean, I'm very scared of it. I wouldn't go near it. But you say it's portable, it's valuable, it's incorruptible, and it's good for the unbanked.
Wanted to buy a car. Well, we're just moving digits from my account over to your account, and then you deliver me the car. And so when you stop and think about a transfer of value, it's really a technology between us. Money is effectively a technology that we're using so that we don't have to barter with each other. And so these computer programmers know.
He talking about too much goofy stuff. I wanted to hear one part, and that's getting on my nerves because they can really talk about in the bushes. That's tough. Oh, I know he ain't. He a punk. I know he a punk. Oh, I know he a punk. He don't got no bizarres. He don't have none, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part. He just do what people.
Well, Donald Trump was humiliated once again today in the Oval Office chair, where he was humiliated in exactly the same way in this same week on Monday. Donald Trump made history on Monday by being the first president of the United States to lie publicly about America's oldest ally, France, with the president of France sitting right beside him. That created the historic humiliation touch seen around the world. President Emmanuel Macron of France actually reached across to put his hand on Donald Trump to stop Donald Trump from lying about France. Donald Trump said that Europe contributed less aid to Ukraine than the United States did. That's a lie. Europe has contributed more than the United States has. And Donald Trump once again told the lie that American aid to Ukraine was a donation, but European aid to Ukraine was a loan, and Ukraine was required to pay back France and all the other European countries that have aided Ukraine. And that was a lie that President Macron could not abide. And that is when President Macron interrupted Donald Trump, had to interrupt him and stop him from continuing to tell that lie. Because Donald Trump is not now and never has been educable. 3 days later, Donald Trump walked into exactly the same humiliation trap in the Oval Office today with the British Prime Minister sitting beside him.
You know, they get their money.
Commercial. We've got. I'm sick of commercials.
They get their money back by giving money. We don't get the money back. Biden made a deal. He put in $350 billion. And I thought it was a very unfair situation.
We're not getting all of ours. I mean, quite a bit of ours was gifted. It was given. There were some lends, but mainly it was gifted, actually.
It was gifted, actually. Did you see that left hand? That's the interrupt.
See, because this idiot always lying. He lies for sport. He lies because that's all he know how to do is lie. He think he knows shit. He don't know nothing about this government. He don't know nothing about what he's supposed to be doing. All he doing is signing his name to shit. That's all he's doing. He don't know what nothing. He don't understand the concept. He don't understand nothing that goes on in that White House. This is his second term, which he should have never had a first, but he did have a first. But this demon does not understand that everybody else is looking, okay? But he don't care because he could do all he does with with his signature and let shit just fall where it may. And to me, that's what he does. He don't care what happened with this country. But the thing that tickles me the most is those rich people that he's fighting for and their taxes and all that. Y'all can have all the money in the world, but if the people don't buy your shit, y'all gonna be broke. That is why the blackout is still in full effect. It was on as of yesterday, but it's still, the blackout is still in full effect. Again, make sure y'all buying from only black-owned people. If you're buying something, don't buy nothing from Target, Walmart, and them big corporations because they don't give a shit. They already let you know they don't care. So make it your business to find you some black-owned companies. Also, a friendly reminder, if you purchase your items, even if they're black-owned items, and you buy them from Target or Walmart or anything like that, Roland Martin had a wonderful plan, and I'm going to tell y'all, he said what y'all need to do is go over to those companies' personal websites, to their personal websites, and order your products. Don't go to the store. Order them offline from those black companies, specifically just from them, so you're not supporting Target or Walmart or anything like that. Just find what the company name is, see if they deliver from offline, and do that. You don't have to give them big corporations no money, because we all know, and I even tell everybody, I said, if I was anybody that had a Tesla, I'd take that bitch back. I would take that Tesla back so fast. I don't care if it's that ugly ass truck thing he made. I think his son drew that shit on a paper and he just made it. Because hell, Twitter is named after his son X. That's how goofy that was. But they don't care. Those rich people could get all the money they want, but if you don't have the poor folks and the middle class folks buying your shit, y'all gonna have problems anyway. So I hope and pray that people use their common sense and stop buying certain shit and stop allowing the government to dictate stuff to you. Because I understand that we're all in this together, but I need people to wake up. I need y'all to wake up. Also, if you need to get you some items for your house, make sure you get them, because if you don't, you're going to have problems with getting stuff, because they fucking with the ports and stuff. They messing with delivery shipments and stuff coming in that come out of other countries. We're going to have issues with that. Whether we like it or not, it's going to be issues. But it's all their fault. Let me finish playing some of this. Then I'm going to get out of here.
The French president used, British prime minister's left hand goes toward Donald Trump, but he's British. He's British. So he's not going to touch him. But he does interrupt him, just like the French president did. Once again, Donald Trump told the deranged lie that the aid supplied to Ukraine by the British will have to be paid back by Ukraine. And that is the only thing Donald Trump said today that forced the British prime minister to actually interrupt him. British prime minister did not see it as his role to correct Donald Trump for lying about the amount of American aid supplied to Ukraine. Donald Trump more than doubles the real number when he accuses Joe Biden of providing $350 billion in aid to Ukraine, when in fact it was $119 billion. It's the kind of Trump lie that everyone has grown accustomed to, especially the White House press corps. Of course, Donald Trump will lie about the numbers. He always does, any number. The Washington press corps seems to have internalized.
Okay. As I was saying, I don't feel like listening to all the rest of that hoopla. But as I was saying, people, I need y'all to keep an eye on the news. I really do. I want y'all to keep an eye on the news. I don't care if you just watch it online. Pay attention to what's going on. We like to just sit back and think we could sit back and everything is going to be peaceful. It's not, because it's getting ready to start affecting us. I don't understand. There should have been at least a branch of governments, to me, somewhere, a different branch of government that keeps an eye on what the president does, because the rest of the people not going to do nothing about it. So it's our business to make sure it's done. But if you have issues, I need you to make sure y'all are taking the time to reach out to your senators in your area, your governors in your area, especially Texas, because Texas, they have indoctrinated this damn y'all. because Roland Martin was talking about it yesterday, and it blew my mind that they are plotting, they are messing with the people of Texas, and they are trying to make it to a point where you have to have a voucher to go to certain schools. They're pulling back books, they're pulling back subjects, they're pulling back a bunch of stuff that our kids cannot function. They're literally trying to make it to the point where they're dismantling colleges. They stop paying money to colleges to help the HBCUs to continue to flourish. They stop aid for that. They have pulled back aid for y'all know around the world they pulled back that aid, USAID. They got rid of that and messed that all up. And that's why we also have a big outbreak starting to happen of measles. So I want y'all to be careful out there, depending on where you live. Check on y'all measles outbreaks in your area. Definitely check out y'all measles outbreaks in your area, because they are tripping something terrible and it ain't funny. But that is what I wanted to bring to y'all. I'll probably upload another one because I don't want to keep y'all too long. And it has been an hour, and I appreciate y'all for coming through and hang with me. And I hope I gave y'all some information that y'all might have needed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, I gave y'all some information y'all was gonna need. Always probably jump through here later, knowing her, because she do her stuff after I do mine. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I wanted to give y'all some information that I thought was usable for us as a people, not just us as YouTubers, as us as a people, because this is America, baby, and we have never had to fight this hard. Okay, this is America, so I want y'all to be mindful with your own self. Be mindful with your vehicles. Like I said, gas, all that. Like I said, I'm not sure if they'll monetize this. They might not. I don't know. So I was just letting y'all know. But I thought it was important to give y'all some information. And I still have some other stuff I wanted to share with y'all. Let me see. Zelensky after big turn up. Let me see. No, let me see. I can't find what I'm looking for. But know that I will be coming back maybe later on today with some more news. Again, I'm going to keep my finger on this, and I'm going to continue to upload some videos when we're talking about what's going on in this world right now. Okay, I'm going to send y'all some prayers. This goes out to everybody. It may say my sister, but shout out to my King Bliss. Okay, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Let me give y'all, where to go, what I'm looking for. I'm appreciative for everybody that comes through, and people coming through on the catching this on the replay. Please take the time and hit the like button. I would truly appreciate that. Okay, let me give y'all some Sister April, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Hold on. Nope, let me see this prayer first.
Sister on the other side of this screen right now. I don't know her name, Father God, but you're all knowing, so you know exactly who I'm talking about. I pray for her strength and for her guidance. She's feeling lost and overwhelmed right now, and she needs your help in finding her way. Forgive her for getting ahead of your plans. Help her to know when to stop and listen for your direction, because it is your ways that are perfect, Lord. Help her to make wise decisions that will lead her closer to your path for her life. Give her strength and courage to persevere when times are difficult. Lead her with love and with your truth, so that she may live a life that brings glory to your name. Thank you for your guidance, your protection, and your gentle grace. Thank you for holding my sister's hand. May you bless her and keep her. May you turn your face towards her and be gracious to her. I pray that in her life, nothing would be missing or broken, and that you would give her everything that she needs pertaining to life and godliness. May the presence of your Holy Spirit continue to fill her up and maximize all that she was created and redeemed to be. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Okay, I wanted to give y'all that. So thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really do. Anybody catches on the replay, please leave your comment down below and let me know what you think. Okay. Again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging with me for a little bit. I really, really do. Y'all have a wonderful day. I might catch y'all later. Not 100% sure. But y'all have a good one. And with that being said, this is Stu Queen Bee out. I holla. Later, Auntie Greta.